Hey guys, it's April 17th. Just going to give you an update. I've taken some videos for updates and I haven't made anything. Haven't posted anything. It's kind of hard when the market is slapping you in the face to really give a crap about much. So yesterday, the 16th, we went to Columbus, Nebraska to the sale barn up there, Columbus Sales Pavilion, I think it's called. And we dropped off Honey and Crazy and all of the baby buck goats except for two, one of which we're going to keep as Phoebe's boy, keep him as a buck. And then we sold one of the red boys, which a lot of you may not even seen because we didn't post the short amount of clips of videos we had from kidding, because they weren't full videos because we caught goats mid-birth. So we literally only sold one. We marked all the kids at $300 and only had like 2 people come out to look. Even Honey's 2 boys, she had triplets, her 2 boys we had marked at $150. No takers. I would say the market's down at least 60%. So we're doing some more reduction here for us because we are just one income, and just to have to feed stuff when, I don't know, there's not really a market. We watched a couple weather sales and $425 a head for the top ones on those couple sales. So anyway, are you safe to assume like these are for sure all 4 for sale then? Yeah, so there's these 4, if not maybe 5 mature does. They've at least kidded once. So we've got Poppy, and these girls were just weaned like, today's Wednesday, they were weaned Saturday. And they still look like this. So we've got Poppy, which Poppy is whose?
Honey and
no,
Poppy is,
was she One Horn or Crazy's daughter?
Crazy, yeah.
So Poppy, I think, was Crazy's daughter. We'll wait for her to come back over. So she's a percentage, right?
Isn't this Poppy?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Yeah, Poppy's percentage.
No, Poppy's like 90%.
Yeah, or purebred. Okay. So there's Poppy. And that's, like I said, guys, she was just weaned like 4 days ago. Hooves trimmed, CDT shots. So Poppy, and we've got Honey Buns, which was Honey's kid last year. She's 50% Nubian, 50% Boer. She had twins, and so, like I said, they were getting a pound of our grain a day and free choice alfalfa. Now they're just on alfalfa. But that's her in that condition. And then here's one you guys might not have thought. Or Rebar and Ice. So Rebar and Ice, they're a little shorter, stouter kid. Not quite as tall. But you know, this line out of Rebar, we've gone in and had really strong commercial presence. Sometimes pigment's a little slower to come in, depending on the buck and stuff like that. But you know, it goes back to Emmy. We took her into a couple shows and the judges loved her. She was stout. And Ice is that way. So Ice would be Rebar and Brett's daughter, our prior buck. And so she had 2 this year. Rebar carried triplets. Just starting to get a little bit toxemic at the end, and so we induced labor or give her a shot, and they were kind of tangled up and ended up losing her 3, and they would have been good. I don't remember if it was what the makeup was, boys to girls, but anyway, so Rebar, Ice, Poppy, and Honey Buns. So I believe Rebar and Ice would both be 100%. They'll be full bloods. And then Honey Buns is a 50. And then Poppy will be a purebred. So Those four girls, as of today, I don't even know if we have them listed for sale. They're for sale. One other one, maybe Chloe, which would be Crazy's daughter from a couple years ago. She kidded this year, and she is currently in the other pen. Realistically, like, I would love to have them all like this. We're kind of just trying to keep a couple around. I mean, honestly, guys, we only kidded 10 out this year after being sold down already because we had no hay supply on the farm because of the drought. My in-laws, who it's their hay ground, I usually just get to have a little bit of hay. For our animals, they actually had to buy hay. So that's where we're at. And then we do have two yearlings, two doelings, reproductively untouched. I don't remember what the registered names are or exactly what their percentages are. One of which would be Reba. She is the goat that we would have had available for sale down at Beatrice at that sale, but she had a cold. She was kind of snotty, and that doesn't look good on us on a sale, and it wouldn't look good on Jamie and the crew down there, so we scratched her and brought her home. So she's just a big old thick porker of a girl. And then the other one that we've got in there, like I said, I don't remember, but so we do have two younger reproductively untouched girls that could breed this summer. So that's 6, possibly 7 girls available for sale. Reminds me, I need to trim his hooves because I worked everybody else. The yearlings, or the doelings, excuse me. I guess they're basically yearlings. I do need to go through and clean their hooves up again. It's been a couple months since I've done that. Probably give them another round of CDNT. That's just kind of where we're at. Like I said, it's one of these things, like, there's a pride aspect to it that you don't want to get out of it, because you've spent time to try to get where you're at. But not everybody's in the same position. We do have some friends that have young families that were in goats and they've had dispersals. They're out of it. We have other friends that are selling down too. I would say if you're not in a young family, or if you're empty nesters or something like that, you're probably in a different position where this economy is. But for somebody like us, where we bring in all of our hay, buying grain, stuff like that on one income, it's been a push. And then it also makes it hard with the way the market's been the last few years on upgrading genetics and stuff like that. Heck, even at the sale barn yesterday, we unloaded the little weather kids and stuff, or they were buck kids. We didn't band them where they were at, and I don't know why my face looks so red. It must be something in the settings. But even the guy at the sale barn's like, dang, those are, good healthy kids. And so even the way honey was, we figured, we're not going to get anybody to come buy honey from us. And Crazy was a little bit older. She miscycled with everybody else, so we pulled her out when she came back into heat. Threw her in with Rebel and just sold her as exposed yesterday. But yeah, it's just kind of one of those things where even selling 2 Nubian Boer cross kids, or no, not selling them, but listing them for $150, and they were good big boys. It would have been a good butcher for somebody, and not a hit. I even talked to a few people in some random dealings, just happenstance buy something on Facebook Marketplace or something like that, and talk to them, and somebody says something and never get a call, and you're basically offering them at sale barn price already. So anyway, that's where we're at. Rebel's by himself for now. Like I said, we got these 4 girls for sale. We have not, obviously we haven't updated the website. I mean, heck, Brett is still listed for sale on the website. So Shayna will sometimes post on Facebook livestock pages, some things like that. It may be in the Lincoln, Nebraska area farm and garden section on Craigslist sometimes. But anyway, I imagine she'll probably at some point post these girls up for sale on our Facebook. Probably, I don't know. I think that goes to Instagram too. I don't know. I do none of that. But anyway, that's where we're at. Phoebe is the only mom still in the kidding shed with her babies, with her baby. We did lose the first one shortly after birth. We didn't see her pushing. All of a sudden when Shayna got out, beautiful big doe kid was dead. I think it was just, you know, a hard push, but she did it. So if we would have caught it, maybe we would have had another doe. But her smaller twin is awesome. So keeping that line, but she's kind of being mother hen over there to the girls and the two boys. Phoebe, her mom, or excuse me, Jem is over there with her daughter, which she is the daughter to Phoebe. And Phoebe's the one that's produced like purebred, almost full blood level buck kids for us. And we actually elected to keep one of her boys back this year again. But this one I think we're going to keep back for ourselves. Because honestly, we're kind of getting to the point where, you know, a lot of people we showed with, they were in the full percentage purebred game. And there's always like excellent animals in those classes. And the full bloods can kind of be a little bit of a pain in the butt genetically at times. And so, yeah, so we're going to keep him back. Maybe we're not going to have many does. So I don't know what we're keeping out of the ones born this year. Shayna has that all arranged. I know if some of the little does are sold. Friend of ours, her boys are going to show a couple of them again. We'll probably keep a couple of them back. We've got, as of right now, we've got three for sure doelings, yearlings that we're keeping back. There's kind of a fourth in there. There's a fourth in there that's actually one of Rebar's daughters that will probably be for sale. That's why my math is off. But yeah, so I mean, we're not gonna have. I mean, maybe like 10 total, including the young does and the yearlings. So getting to the point where we may run, you know, biblically, if we're in 7 lean years, we could end up running almost a family only 4-H herd for a while, unless something turns around. So that's an update. I'm gonna toss some hay, and when I say hay this time, it's actually alfalfa because we have no grass. So it's more large square bales I bought from a different guy up the road. We used up our supply at Todd's, so picked up a couple from another guy. I'll take a little video of the girls over in the kitchen shed. Kind of go from there. Okay, well, welcome to what's left in here. So as I said, Jem, and then this is Phoebe's boy, the one we kept back. Him and his sister were the first ones born. And he is half a goat bigger than his sister. Which his sister is right there. So, I mean, she's a good girl too, but he's really big. So that would actually be his aunt. Or no, It'd be a half sister. Yeah. Anyway, what do we got? Eating hay. Oh, that is actually Gem's girl. So she was born about 2 or 3 weeks later. That is Rebar's girl. Or no, excuse me, Ice's girl. This is the boy that's sold. Then this big red one here, that's a big single out of Spotty. That one is Honeybun's girl. So that one would be 3/4 boar and 1/4 Nubian. This is Honey's girl, so 50-50. Was this Poppy's girl? Did Poppy have her?
Poppy had boys.
Okay, so that must be Chloe's girl.
Or Bella's.
Oh yeah, or Bella's. So what we've got for girls in here. And then the one boy with the spot. It's like when he wants to get in, he can get in. Alright. So here's Shayna. I know you guys like seeing her better than me. Here she is with her appendage.
That doesn't sleep.
Yeah, that doesn't sleep. Yeah, she's almost a year old. What do you think, Bailey? What sound does the chicken make? Bok bok?
So you go bok bok.
Bok bok? You like cat?
Cat.
Cat? Yeah, you can't do goat yet.
Nope.
So, what's your recap and what's your thoughts on the situation
I don't know what you want me to
and
say.
the current state of the farm? I kind of already told them, like, we only kitted out 10 does this year, and we're making some cuts again. Out of these girls, so like I said, the big boy is staying here. The boy with the spot is sold. Some of the girls were sold.
Yeah, 4 of the does are sold.
4 of the does.
And we'll probably let another 2 go. I think. 2
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 11 does here. So that one, she'll probably end up staying because that's Gem's daughter. She's really nice. And I would imagine the big red one because that'll be Spotty's daughter.
Yeah.
For sure. I don't know. Which ones do you have sold? Do you have Phoebe's daughter sold?
No.
Number 2. She'll probably stay. There's a good line of genetics of butt in that one.
Yeah, no, Phoebe's will stay, Gem's will stay, but there's some other ones I just haven't. Like that little painted tail one, she got weaned off early, and so
Yeah, one of the moms.
she's runty, but she's not runty. It's just the
Yeah, one of the moms kind of weaned the kids off a few weeks early, and so they've just kind of had to take to grain and hay early. So they were just same with the brother. Just got behind a little bit on that aspect, but they'll be good. But
The goat market sucks right now.
yeah, I hit the button. So the Columbus sale barn. Do you have that pulled up? Can you tell them what
I think I just deleted it.
what the kid market was?
I was trying to respond to a buyer when you started.
Oh, yeah, we did have somebody message us. As a seller, sometimes you have people send you a message and
Okay.
inquire about information. And
What do you want to know?
so what they had open does, right towards the top, open nannies as they call them.
Red nannies was $250, and that was probably ours. Was
$250 a pound.
No,
Yeah.
$250.
Oh, 250 a head.
Yeah, and
So
then
crazy
open
pos-
nannies was $110 to $150,
Yeah, so honey or Nubian sold for
somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there.
$150, and then fat kids were anywhere from $270 to $295,
We-
so 60 to 90 pounds, and then 35 to 50 pounders were at $357.
And that was
And then the
feeder.
crossbred-
That's feeder kids.
The crossbred feeder kids were $189 to $309, so it's pretty good range on the crossbreds.
Yeah. So Honey's
But you
two.
had some of those too,
Honey's
so-
two boys would have been in there, and then we would have had the other kids probably would have fallen under the feeder
And
kids.
they were just, or they were. That was the price. So I bet they were sold as a lot. I would guess.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
because there was, I think, just 5 boys. So there was those 2 Nubians and 3. Yeah. But when you're running only 10 does, and we lost, I mean, we did lose a couple along, early on during birth.
Yeah.
And then rebar, we lost what? Did we lose 3 boys with rebar?
2 boys and a girl.
Yeah, so I mean that cut it out too, but anyway, so that's where we're at with that. We've got one more another cleaning of the shed that needs to happen. Got the big feeder out. We're down just a little one. So yeah, that's where we're at, guys. That's why you haven't seen many updates. It's just, honestly, lack of ambition.
I gotta put her to bed.
Grouchy butt over here. So anyway, all right, guys. Well, if we've got anything for sale, we'll have it posted sometime. Just keep a watch out, or reach out to us. Like I said, this is Wednesday. I think it's the 17th. So whatever's still available. Like I said, I don't know which of these girls is for sale. Shayna's got the tag numbers of what she's got, but it would probably be any of these girls that would still be for sale would probably be after fair, depending on what's sold, what's available yet, a couple things like that. So I would imagine, just because we're making a reduction, we're probably not going to keep the crosses. Crosses are like Honey Bun. She turned out really well. Last year out of Honey, we got Honey Buns. We got mostly looks completely like a boar, built like a boar. This year we got a little more Nubian-esque out of her. But so I would imagine those 2 will for sure probably be for sale. Like I said, we'll probably just try to keep a core of a couple, a specific style, something that we think the kids can succeed with in the fair by just keeping a few. So that's where we're at. Oh yeah, that's the Spot Boy, the one that's for sale or sold. And that one is actually sold to the sister of a returning customer, John. So anyway, guys, we're gonna leave it with that. Kids are down at Grandma's. It's a slow night. I'm just kind of burned out on a lot of things between work and the goats and just everything we got going on. The kids finished up school Wednesday night. I don't know. Some people call it midweek, weekday school, whatever. Wednesday nights at church. That ended last week. See what else we've been doing. Not really anything. It's just been this. We finally got some rain yesterday. We had about 1.25 inches. So since January, when we had the big blizzards and stuff, it's the first moisture we've had. But the grass is starting to grow a little bit. Hopefully the hay gets there. It's gonna be a long road to hoe. We're really, subsoil wise, we're not good around here. So anyway, so pray for that. What else do I got? Any other tidbits you guys want to know about? Probably not. We got that happened in the storm. So those girls were in there. Chloe, the other one. So that's actually Phoebe. And there's Spotty. One of them standing on the other side. So Chloe is the one that she broke her one horn. But it's like 8 or 10 inches long. It's grown back. And it's not going to interfere growing into her head. But it's kind of funny because Crazy and One Horn were relatives. And Crazy's daughter, Chloe, had one horn for a period of time. So it's just ironic how that worked out. But so Chloe may be available I'm just trying to think. We've got Belle. Belle is very similar to Poppy in style and breeding. Like I said, we're just kind of picking one of a couple of the genetics, have a little variety, and that's kind of what we're going to run with. So if one of you guys is in the position, you know, to reach out and want some goats in good condition, honestly, you can't tell these darn goats had kids on them. So props to Central Plains Milling Goat 365, Lucky M's creep version, with a little extra fat for keeping everybody healthy. And yeah, so we'll end it again. As I say this, we'll end it there. And see you when we see you.